Hello students. Now in this video, I will demonstrate how to construct regular polygons using the interior angle method. The previous video, I demonstrated how to construct regular polygons using when given a length of one side, rather. I also mentioned that that method was a universal method where you could have constructed any polygon. Now, this method is also a universal method, which you can construct any regular polygon. Now, of course, you notice that we'll be using the interior angle of these polygons. Now, we would have covered before a table that outlined the interior angle for each polygon. All right, so that is very important. You would need to know the interior angle for each polygon when using this method. So I'll go straight ahead with the demonstration. Now, step one, as usual, we normally start by drawing the base. So that length is 60. Right, that length is 60. And of course, we have to label A and B. Now, having completed that, what we need to do next is find the interior angle for this pentagon. Now, the interior angle for a pentagon is 108 degrees. All right, 108 degrees. So we would use the protractor to find 108 degrees from either A or B. So I'll do that from B to find 108 degrees. So we have 100 here, we have 110, so 108 is 2 strokes before 110, which is there. All right, so we just found the angle. So all I would need to do next is to draw a line to represent that particular angle that we just found. So I'll draw a line from B to that point, right? And that will give us 108 degrees. Now, what we would need to do also is to find the particular length of that line. And the length here will be the same as AB, because remember, we're looking for regular polygons. So all the sides must be equal. So we find the length of that side. We label this part C. Good. Now, what we do next is that we bisect the two sides that we have here, right? We bisect the two sides that we have, starting with AB. Right, starting with AB. So we bisect AB. Right, we bisect AB. And then we bisect BC. Right, so let's complete AB first, and then we go to BC. Good. So we have the intersections. So all we need to do now is draw the lines through the intersections. Right, so you draw the lines through the intersection. Now what you must ensure is that both lines intersect each other. Right, both lines intersect each other. Now where that intersection occurs, that will be labeled as O, because that is the center that we're looking for. Right, that's the center that we're looking for. Now, from that particular center, right, that is where we'll be drawing the circle from. Right, you remember that all the methods that we did so far, we had to draw a circle, right? So from that center O, we draw a circle. And of course, we need to open from O to A or B, right? Either one of them, or C, right? Or C, and we draw a circle. All right, we draw the circle. Now, seeing that we already have A, we have B, we have C, all we need to do now is find D and E. So with the length of AB, right, by using the length of AB, we find those other points. So we come from C and we mark off here, that would give us D, and then we go on D and we mark off another point that would give us E. So just a label B and E. All right, so all we need to do now is to draw in the sides. Right, so we draw in the sides A to E, E to D, D to C, and then we simply brighten C to B. And that is our pentagon that we are looking for. Right, that is our pentagon being constructed when using the interior angle method. Now, one thing you need to be careful with is that if you are not completely accurate, then you would end up with one side being longer or shorter than the others. Right, so you need to be very careful when you are constructing these polygons using these universal methods, right? Because if you're not careful, then you will end up with an irregular polygon, because one side will always be shorter or longer if you are not accurate. All right, so need to be careful with that. Good. Now this is a pentagon. If you had, if you were asked to construct a hexagon, the only difference is that you had to use an angle of 120 degrees instead of 108. Right? That is because the interior angle for a hexagon is 120 degrees. All right, so whatever polygon you want to construct using this method, then you have to use the angle associated with that polygon. That is the only difference with these constructions, right? The only difference using this particular method. So I don't think I'll have to go through and demonstrate, for a hexagon and a heptagon and octagon and so on, right? I'm sure you can figure that out, because the only difference is that you use the angles associated with whatever polygon you're constructing. All right, so that means you have to know those angles. Good, so that's it for this video. I trust that it would have helped you, and now you'll be able to complete whatever task you have in relation to these constructions. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the other video. Goodbye.